What's up, people? It's your man Herb Lover coming from your mama basement. Drop a video on you real quick. The Lakers, they got a game tonight against the Phoenix Suns. I think they might be without Booker, not too sure. This is a game that we should win as long as we stick to the program. But anyway, that's not what I come to talk to you about. I want to come to talk to you about some of the situations going on. We're hitting close to the trade deadline, which is like in 2 days away, the 8th of this month. And the Lakers try to make moves for Jordan Clarkson and Julius Randle, but I guess what they were looking for, they didn't get it, or most teams wanted to give them an exorbitant contract, meaning that they wanted them to take a contract that's going to last a year or two or something like that, so they can, basically something like a Lou Aldain contract, like a contract they just want to eat up. But like I said before, the Lakers will look for expiring contracts. I don't think they were really too interested in a lot of other things. They might be looking at first-round picks, but to me personally, I don't know why the Lakers would want another first-round pick, because we need veteran leadership on this team. Now, it had just came out that Pelinka and Magic decided that they're going to wait to the end of the season and then also try to pursue 2019 free agency market, which makes sense. So they said they're out of the race for LeBron James. I'm sorry, I got to clap my hands. I like LeBron, but I'd rather LeBron to stay in the East, because here's my thing. I'm a competitive viewer. I love competitive sports. I don't really like, I'm not saying I don't mind everybody jacked up on one team, but I like it where you don't get that, you don't walk into the championship, only one team is going to really give you a problem in that conference. That to me is just kind of weak. But I know LeBron, I don't know, I'm not fond of LeBron. Only thing at the end of the day is I believe LeBron might go to Houston. So anyway, imagine if decide to pull out of the LeBron sweepstakes, what makes sense. Because, like I said before, if you look at the Golden State Warriors and you look at how they've been built, everybody from Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, those three guys are all draft picks. All draft picks. And every year, you notice, every year they got better and better, starting from Mark Jackson on down to Steve Kerr. Every year they got better. They didn't trade none of them guys away. And that's why I be saying to Lakers fans that, a lot of y'all don't have patience, man. Y'all want a Band-Aid team. You just want somebody that's going to come in for 3 years, try to get you a pass to Golden State Warriors, who right now at the top of their peak, I mean, just killing it. And you want to try to get a player to come in or build up a Band-Aid team to go against these Warriors for 3 years. Then after 3 years, we right back to square one. We done gave all our draft picks away. We right back to square one. This is the reason why we're in the situation we're in now, because a lot of bad moves and bad situations that we picked up over the course of the years before Magic got at the helm. So based on the fact that they're not going after nobody, I mean, they're not making a trade for Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson, this makes the obvious sense to me personally. The whole thing now is that they got to try to motivate Julius Randle, talk to him about staying now, because that's still up in the air. Jordan Clarkson's got a couple more years left on his contract, but Julius Randle is a restricted free agent at the end of the season. They couldn't give him, they could talk to him and do an extended contract and all that, but it also depends on where they're going. Now, I think the reason why they say that, because they're looking at it like this. You look at, that's why I try to tell a lot of fans, we look at it like this. Mitch Kupchak and Jim Buss, they made some bad moves towards the end of their ropes, end of their line, with the, when they wait for, Aldridge, when Aldridge was trying to become, when he was a free agent, instead of them trying to look at other free agents, they were so focused on him because they didn't know what he's going to do. Then remember, he talked to Kobe and all them. Then he decided to back out. By the time he decided to back out, teams had already picked up other players already. So the Lakers, instead of sitting around waiting to see what these guys are going to do, like a PG-13, a LeBron James, a DeMarcus Cousins, that's why I kept saying over and over again, you got to focus on what we already have established. We have a young squad. And I keep telling fans over and over and over again, everything starts with the coach. But most fans don't want to see that. They don't want to hear that. They make up so many excuses and say, no, it doesn't, Urban. The team is this, the players is that. Listen, I was just in a group talking to an individual, and he was saying that we need to make some trade for the young guys. Get them out, get a couple of young guys out here, get some veterans in here, before the trade deadline. And I have to share with him. I say, if you think about it, if the Lakers were hitting their free throws and Lew Walton was doing a better job at rotation and time management, none of these discussions will be going on right now. The Lakers would be right now sitting over 30 wins. Yes, I said it. We'd be sitting over 30-something wins right now. We'd be hovering around 500. everything goes hand in hand. And I think Magic Johnson and Pelinka are sitting back, just like us as fans. Not the biased ones, because the biased ones, they don't want to see it. But us sitting back as fans, we're acknowledging, like, man, we got a good team. It's just that everything got to be put together. You know, Brandon Ingram is coming to his own. Why did it take Lew Walton so long to start him at the point when he ran him at the point last year? And he kind of semi-ran him at guard during the summer league. Why did it take them that long, you know, to bring in Enos, who wasn't doing nothing, and just go and start Brandon Ingram at the point? Brook Lopez, if you go back and look at his chart. Mostly all the games where he had over 20-something minutes, 25+ minutes, we basically won. Now I know Brook Lopez is not your best dominant center defensive-wise, but he's a good, tremendous part of the offense. Because when he's, think about it, when Lopez, and I'm not saying we got to keep Lopez at, you know, after the end of the season, we can still look around and see what happened. But if push comes to shove, if there's nothing else out there, we might have to re-sign Lopez. I know a lot of fans don't want to hear that, but you don't have to sign him to a big $22 million contract. He can get way less than what he's getting now. Way less. Because a lot of teams ain't really going to go after Lopez. They're not going to give him that type of money because they want a defensive center. You know, somebody that's going to basically, you know, control the paint. There's nothing wrong with stepping out once in a while, shooting threes and all that. But you look at the squad right now. Lopez, like I said, Lopez, once you utilize Lopez and let him play according to his strength, it opens up a different outlook now, because now Julius Randle can work down low. Everybody keep telling me, well, Brook Lopez got to bang, he got to bang, he got to bang. That's true. But you don't want him always in the paint, because if he's in the paint, that limits Julius Randle's game. Julius Randle is the one that's physical down low. Brook Lopez shy away from contact. If y'all look at Brook Lopez and look at Julius Randle, you know Julius Randle go through the free throw line more than most anybody on the team besides Brandon Ingram. Because he's always in physical contact with people. He's going to always draw the foul. And right now, at this point in time, in this stretch of 10-4, Randle is our best free throw shooter. The same, see, that's what I'm saying. Remember last year, Randle couldn't shoot a free throw. Over the course of time, everybody's getting better. Everybody's getting better. And that's why we try and tell fans, man, we got to start looking at the horizon, because here's the thing. Like I said with Julius Randle, this is his second year without distraction. First year injured, second year Kobe tour, third year he finally got to play, but at that same time, man, they were only getting 25 minutes until Imagine came in and says, you know, play the young guys more minutes. So this is really their main year of getting minutes. Even with this year, he wasn't getting that many minutes until the fan base started, you know, calling it out. Then Lew Walton decided to start him. Lew Walton wasn't planning on starting him, so think about it. Same with Jordan Clarkson. He came in hot. Once the trade thing happened, he fell off. Then he started picking his game back up. We have a squad, man. And I keep telling fans over and over again, the Lakers are right now a better team than they are a better team than what they was last year. But it goes down to the coaching, the rotation, the time management. Look at these two games right here we won. When Brandon Ingram was running the point by Alonzo Ball being out, instead of starting Tyler Enos. Playing much better. I keep saying Brandon need to play the two. Eventually they're going to look into that. You know, especially if we don't get PG-13 re-signed with OKC, then me personally, at the end of the season, what I'll be doing is I'll be trying Brandon Ingram at that 2 and trying Kuzma at that 3 and getting 2 more shooters. And if I have to re-sign Brook Lopez, that's cool. If not, I had to go get me a center who can run the floor with him. But I also had to try Thomas Bryant. So there's a lot of things that we can do, man. And that's what I tell fans. It all goes down to the coaching and the players. But the beautiful thing is that right now, they're not looking to trade Julius Randle and Jordan Clarkson because, like I said, they probably didn't get what they wanted. And plus, based on the fact that how they won these 2 games and how they play, because one thing I would say that Lew Walton had to change up his playbook because he don't have the arsenal to run that motion offense of Golden State. He don't have the shooters like that. Josh Hart is starting to play good. So you got to think about it. Josh Hart, you know, 2 games, double-double. You got to think like, okay, do we really need some of these players? I know some of the guys say, yeah, we need a veteran, this and that. But I'm going to ask you a question, and this is just a question. What has PG-13 really done in Indianapolis? I know a lot of people will say, well, they challenged the Cleveland Cavaliers. Notice I say they, because if y'all go back and remind, I think only one that made the All-Star thing, I think at that time might have been, I don't know, PG-13 might have made it, I'm not too sure. But Roy Hibbert was actually playing a solid game, too, those years that they were challenging the Cleveland Cavaliers. Roy Hibbert was playing some solid game. Remember, PG-13, Roy Hibbert fell out because of the, I think the relationship of I think it was his wife or girlfriend, something like that. Something happened. I forgot what it was. And that's how them 2 fell out. And the group disbanded, but it wasn't just PG-13. They had David West. He was averaging 20 points. If y'all guys forgot, David West was down in Charlotte with Chris Paul. Killing. I guess y'all forgot that, right? Yeah, I know y'all did. David West, all right. You know, and like I said, so you had some players, man. They had a nice little squad. Hill, Hill was there, the point guard. So they had a good team. They had a good challenging team, but just that Indianapolis gave up, and they decided, they wanted to build around PG-13. And you notice once they did that, once they let our players go and build around PG-13, he took his team to the playoff a couple times, but that was about it. And they tried to build a more faster-paced team so he can run with them, but that was it. But my thing of the day is, man, I'm just happy that the Lakers I decided not to trade Jordan Clarkson and Julius Randle and just going to, just work it out through the rest of the season, because right now we got 30 games left. Shucks, and be honest, if we can go 20-10, if I'm not mistaken, 20-10, we could be 41 and 41. If we go 20-10, if we can win 20 games, that's all we gotta do is win 20 games. I know the Lake Show said we can win 35. He been riding on that for a while. And to be honest with you, man, right now we should have 30 wins right now. But it is what it is, man. I'm happy that the Lakers decided they're not going to pursue LeBron James, because that's another thing too. Like I told people over and over again, if LeBron James come, he's going to bring a bunch of players. You see all the turmoil that's going around in Cleveland. You see what's happening in Cleveland. So I wouldn't want LeBron James. Let that soap opera stay where it's at. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense to bring that here. We trying to clean up our appearance of who we are, and trying to and also at the same time put a dent in the NBA to let them know that we're here. So you got LeBron, and also keep this in mind. Boston and Cleveland were rumored to actually want Jordan Clarkson and Julius Randle. And that would have been good for both of them because they had a chance to go to the playoffs. You know what I mean? But they basically wasn't trying to give nothing back in return though. And the Lakers backed out of it. Plus in 2019 you got Leonard, Thompson, and Butler are all gonna be free agents. So why not wait? You know what I mean? Like, and also on top of that, Luol Deng is be at the end of his contract. Because after this year, and then next year, he only got 1 year left on his contract. So, we can stretch it or whatever we want to do, or we can basically trade him off. An expiring contract. Give it to somebody, his last year, give him to somebody from an expiring contract to dump him. So it makes sense. We got to take what we can, because remember, Jim Buss and Mitch Kupchak left us in a bad place. I'm not going to say Mitch, but really Jim. He left us in a bad place. He's like, okay, if you're going to get rid of Luol Deng and Moscow, you have to get rid of some of your players, some of your young talent. And Magic Johnson, the front office, they're seeing this like, oh, damn, only way we're going to make moves, we got to get rid of. Because in reality, if we didn't have Luol Deng, we had money to get two superstars. So you might as well just wait. Get, if PG-13 come next end of the season, that's cool. Then the next year we just get somebody else. PG-13 will at least get us in the playoff. Be honest with you, we could have gotten the playoff this year. The season's not over yet, but we can get the playoff this year. But PG-13 give us a much more better chance to get in the playoff the next year. And the beautiful thing about that, at least we get to the playoff. Lakers fans will be hyped about it because we got to the playoff. We'll make some type of noise. We'll be better. We have a couple more years on our belt. We're not going to be as young as we are now. And as time go on, the more we play together, we gel together, we become a franchise, a dynasty. That's what I'm looking for. Longevity. I'm not looking for something that's only for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I want something with longevity. Look at the Warriors. That's longevity. Them guys ain't going nowhere, man. I mean, Klay Thompson might leave because of his father. His father might persuade him to come to L.A. He's not really leaving, he's not leaving the West Coast. So his father probably persuade him to come to L.A. But it just makes sense, man. Instead of going and trading out Jordan and Julius Randle, just let him go ahead and and finish the season out. Stop all the distraction and let the boys play. Now that that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna blind-eye myself yet. I'm gonna wait till after the 8th. When it's the 9th? Then after the 9th, then we can put this to rest. But right now, I don't know. Magic Johnson might have tricks up this sleeve. Next thing you know, on the 8th, all of a sudden they might have traded somebody. But if anybody I would trade Tyler Enos to get a shooter. I would trade him to get a shooter. Definitely make him, and I would trade him and probably Brewer to get a shooter that can play the 2 and the 3. But that's basically what I would do. But anyway, it's your man Herbal Lover. Just want to bring that guys to y'all. Bro, bring that to your guys to let you guys know what's going on. The beautiful thing is that, Jordan Clarkson, Julius Randle, hopefully, we got 2 more days left. They're going to still be here, and the Lakers are basically going to not, pursue the market, the trade market, and they're just going to wait till the end of the season, hopefully get a star then, and then go from there 2019 and try to pick up somebody afterwards, which makes more sense because then Luol Deng be at the end of his contract, and we could basically trade him somewhere, to give him to a team that don't mind an expiring contract. And then we could be free. We could do what we want, man. And by that time, all these young guys be pretty much in their game. But everything goes, like I said, but it goes down to coaching too as well, you know. But y'all guys take care. Have a blessed one. Love you guys. Be safe out there.